Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today I just have this easy look if you follow the steps, and it should be easy. Hopefully it doesn't take too long for you guys, and if you guys have any questions on anything, just feel free to leave them in the comments. Also, yes, I am filming in my room once again, so if you guys hear weird stuff, it's because I'm inside the house, everyone's home. But I really hope you guys enjoy this video, and like I said, if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. So I already went in and did the top of the side. I'm just going to show you guys real quick what to do with this side. The same exact steps. So first I go in with my Urban Decay primer potion. It looks like this, and it's in the color Original. It's just the purple tube. So I just go like this, spread it around, and then with this finger I just go in and spread it all around. And then with the flat brush, that looks a little like this. Sorry, it's dirty because I just used it. Looks like this. I'm gonna go in with my Painterly Paint Pot from MAC, and then I'm just gonna spread it lightly and evenly. And then with that same finger, this one, I'm just gonna spread it out lightly, just to diffuse it a little so it can be even all around. I'm gonna go in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder and a fluffy-ish brush to pack some of it on. And what these first couple steps are for, just like this, because after that it looks a mess, but it's just to spread it out evenly like this. And then we'll just dust the rest off. What these first steps are for, and what they will help you do, is so your eyeshadow won't crease. You know, after you've worn your eyeshadow like all day pretty much, and you start getting a crease, your eyelids get oily, sweaty, whatever the case may be, this will help to keep it looking dry and matte. Well, matte if that's what you're looking for. So after I've done that, should I keep you guys zoomed in? You can use any brown color. This is literally just one color. You can use any brown color at all. I know some people love to use Soft Brown by MAC, and it looks like this. You can use this. What I chose to use today, and what I usually use, is from my Violet Voss Pro palette, the Holy Grail palette, and I went in with this today. It's the color Bestie. It's just like a transition shade, and it's just, I use it all over the lid. Sometimes I'll even go in with my bronzer, so whatever you have that's brown or like a transition shade, you can use and it'll work fine. What I like to do to get the best looking shadow, like diffused, I apply it and I'll start like doing circle motions and back and forth all at the same time. Also, key, make sure you're doing it with a blending brush. That's what this brush is for. The fluffy brushes like this are blending brushes, and they help it just pretty much all blend together and just look diffused towards the edges, not like some sudden lines or anything like that. And then you could just keep going in with that color, and this is pretty much just one color, like I said, all over the lid. It can't get any more simpler than this. As you can tell, I hardly ever apply right here, just because I like how it looks a little bit brighter. I don't know if you could tell when I close my eye, but I like the way that it looks a little brighter in that area without really having to put any eyeshadow there, you know, because I'm just using like the base it's bringing out the base pretty much. As well as with the brow bone, I usually don't put any more eyeshadow here, because usually what you want to do is like highlight it, but it's already like highlighted. You see like here it's already highlighted because of the step that you did before. If you want to add a little bit more dimension to just this like super flat plain shadow, then you can go in with a little bit like a shade darker shadow, which now, because I feel like the bestie that I use, the shadow is a little bit lighter than my soft brown, so I'm just gonna take a little bit of my soft brown and put it right in, just in the crease, so it gives it like a tiny bit of dimension, just right here. After I put it in, then I can go back and like blend it out like I said before, just in this area. Try not to bring it back up or down too low, just in this little corner area. Next, I know a lot of people aren't comfortable with creating wing liner. I am gonna do it in this case, but something that you can do if you're not used to wearing wing liner or it's hard for you to wear wing liner, just do a regular small line. Like, let me show you guys. I will show you guys. Pretty much this is what you would do, of course a little bit cleaner, and then all you have to do is just apply your lashes before. And this, a lot of people make the mistake of putting on lashes without putting on a little bit of liner, and it makes a huge difference because it just looks better. You need a little, like this much liner just to put your lashes on. So let me finish up my liner. I'm gonna forward through this. I have a video on how to create a wing liner, and I will link it down below so you guys can see how I do it. I like to use the Laura Geller mascara. Now that we have our lash on, it's currently drying. I'm gonna zoom you guys out a little just so you guys can see the face step. Okay, the face step is pretty much the same as it's always been. I don't know if you guys have watched my other videos, but I have been using a new primer, which I feel like has helped. Okay, so primer is something that you wear after you have washed your face. You put on your moisturizer and let that dry. You put primer so the foundation could be sitting on your face and it'll be living its best life on your face because of the primer that you use. I have been using two primers lately. This one is from CoverFX and it's called the Blurring Primer, okay? And then this one is called Optical Illusion Complexion Primer from Urban Decay. So what I like to do is, because this one here is a little bit more like it's supposed to fill your pores so you can look literally poreless. So I like to dab that where I have the most pores, which is always on the center of my face, on my chin, and my nose. Okay, so what I do is just smooth it out. Oh my goodness, and it already feels so soft. So this is what you use for your skin to be smooth underneath your foundation, especially if you have a lot of pores like I do. So that's all that I put around that center of my face right here because I have a lot of pores. Next, I go in with this one, which like I said is the Optical Illusion Primer, and not too much, just a little, and I'll warm it up on my hand like this, and then I'll go into the rest of my face with this one. And this one is also really soft, but I just like to use the other one in the center just because I feel like it helps my pores more. But I mean, you don't have to use two, you can just use one, especially if you don't have a problem with pores. And these are for regular skin, you know, recently, especially because of your foundation. If your foundation is matte, you're going for the matte look, then obviously don't use primers that have oils in them. But it just depends on what your skin needs and what you're going for that day. For example, my foundation is a matte foundation, So I don't want to be too dry because my skin could possibly get dry, especially in these areas here. So I'll use primers that have a little bit of oil. So this one has rose hip and argan oil. I don't use it in this area either because my nose tends to get oily sometimes too. So you don't want to put like oily stuff where you get oily, you know. You have to put like a mattifying one in that case. Okay, so the foundation that I've been using lately is the Frankie Rose Matte Perfection foundation. It looks like this. I don't know if you guys can see, I hope you guys can. And like always, I like to put it on the back of my hand, a couple pumps just to warm it up. And then I go in with my beauty blender and then okay, this foundation is buildable. If you feel that you need more in certain areas, go ahead and put more. I still have to use my concealer, so hopefully that evens it out a little bit. I don't want to put too much today. For the concealer that I like to use, it's the NARS concealer. If I feel like I need a little bit more coverage that day because you had a rough night or something, then you can dab this Tarte Shape Tape. It has, it's a little bit more thicker. It's thicker consistency and it'll probably add some more brightness and coverage to your under eye. Then we're gonna go back in with our translucent powder that we used earlier for our eyelids. And we're just gonna get a brush. I have another one that looks like this, but it's smaller, but either way, this will work. Grab some and I just dab it into this area here. To warm up your face, you shouldn't skip this step because it's important. If you're not comfortable with using stick bronzers, then don't. I'll show you what you can do with the powder bronzer in a bit. So this helps your nose not look so huge. It just helps like to create a shadow along the sides, so it looks like your nose is a little bit thinner than it really is. So I just like to put a little bit of this all around, especially because I have a huge forehead, and if you leave it all white and huge, it's just gonna be white and huge, so you have to like blend it out a little so it creates like a shadow. Like it's not really as big. Start off here and I just blend it out like so. Circular motion, staying in the formation that you want it to be in. Now what I do is this is not contour, this is bronzing. Well, the nose is a little bit of contour, but this is still just bronzing. We're just warming up the face. This is my favorite bronzing brush. It's the M527 from Morphe. Looks like that. Now, this is something that not everyone has to do, but if you want, you can add a little bit of contour, which is just darker bronzer pretty much, but it's used to contour. And I love the Hoola bronzer for this because it's a little bit darker than the one that I use. Oh, and by the way, the one that I use is dark golden from MAC. That's the bronzer that I use. But this is the Hoola bronzer and I have it in this palette here. It's just pretty much to create effect to where you want the hollows of your cheek to appear. Even though I don't got no fucking hollows. It's just to create like that effect. Now with a angled sponge, you're gonna want to go into your translucent powder again Make sure the edges are covered like so, and then you will just line it up. This is exactly why I don't like doing my eyeliner before all my face makeup, because that happens. I'm gonna go in with my jumbo eye pencil from NYX in the color Sparkle Leopard. Now we're going to dust off the excess powder that we had added to our face. Before that, don't forget your bottom mascara, because that is so important. It'll make a huge difference. I just made a mess underneath my eyes, but I'll try to fix it in a bit once it dries. Now, do not forget your blush. You at least need a little bit. A lot of people don't like blush, and a lot of people exaggerate on the blush. I'm going to apply this blush called Warm Soul from MAC. Last but not least, let's finish this up. Let's wrap it up. This is taking way too long. Add some Fix Plus. This works kind of like a setting spray, but it works a little bit to hydrate your face a little bit before you apply your highlight, so it won't be looking so matte and like pasty. For today, the highlight that I will be using is my Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter. It's so beautiful. It looks like that. Oh my goodness, don't look. Okay, it looks like that. It looks a little bright right now, but I think you can diffuse it a little if you need to with your fingers. This step is key. Okay, so I'm gonna wet my small little brush. I'm gonna wet it. Then I will go into the same highlighter and I will apply it to the corner of my eyes to add brightness, and it just like completely brings your look together. It's like you're missing something if you don't do this. And that's it. Let's see. Okay, I just got this new lipstick, this lip gloss, and I've never tried it, so I'm about to try it. Jack went to the store to get it for me. What I like to do before I put my lip product on is always put some primer on my lips just to hydrate the lips a little, and also it's primer, so your lips could be living their best life with lipstick on. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the lip liner Cultured by MAC. It's a nude, so it will not show up as much, but you'll see how it turns out. I'm gonna go in with Yash all over the lip. And then I'm gonna be going in with Honey Love from MAC as well. Looks really nude on video, but it's not that bad, and it shows up well in pictures. I'll post. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, since my foundation is matte, I do like a little bit, I don't know why before I didn't used to like it, but now I do like a little bit of a glow. So I put this Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist, and sometimes it could be helpful to put this brow gel on your brows so they don't look all white and like crusty from all the powder that you've put on your face. So this is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this look. Hopefully it wasn't too difficult. If you guys have any questions at all, just comment down below, ask me whatever you want, and I will help you as much as I can. I really hope you guys enjoyed this easy look. I did add some lip gloss. That's optional, you don't have to. I wanted to try it because I just got it. And if you're wondering which one it is, it's called Moth to Flame Dazzle Glass from MAC. It looks like this. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please keep subscribing to me if you like my videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.